I am Ashish De. In my earlier video, I have discussed about convolution sum of two finite duration sequences. There are two methods. They are basically graphical method and matrix method. In this video, I want to discuss about convolution of two infinite duration sequences. Okay, let us take an example. Suppose xn is given by bn into u of n and hn, another sequence hn is given by a to the power n into un, right, where un is unit step sequence. As we know, unit step sequence are infinite duration sequence. That's why this is the convolution of two infinite duration sequences. Now we know the formula of convolution of two sequences, that is given by yn equal to xn convolution xn convolution hn. What is the formula? Summation of k equal to minus infinity to infinity x of k into h of n minus k. So this is the formula of convolution between two sequences xn and hn. Okay, now just put the values. That will be equal to k equal to minus infinity to infinity. X of k is basically this, so b to the power k into u k into a to the power n minus k into u of n minus k, right? Now we know uk is defined uk equal to 1 for k greater than equal to 0, equal to 0 for k less than 0. So this is the definition of uk. So here the range of the summation will be changed from 0 to infinity, b to the power k into 1. In this range the value of uk is equal to 1 into a to the power n minus k into u of n minus k. This. Now u of n minus k, this will be equal to 1 for n minus k greater than equal to 0 or k basically less than equal to n, right? And this will be equal to 0 for k greater than n. Okay, so this is the definition of shifted unit step function u of n minus k. Okay, so if we put this range when it is 1, the range of this summation will change from this value to k equal to 0 to n here, because here when k less than equal to n, then only 1, otherwise 0. Okay, so n or less than equal to n. Again k, when k less than 0, then this is also 0, uk is also 0. So the entire range will be k equal to 0 to n. Okay, so this will be b to the power k into a to the power n minus k into 1, right? Now here a to the power n is constant, so we can write here a to the power n summation of k equal to 0 to n b by a to the power k. Now this will be equal to a to the power n 1 plus b by a whole square b by a whole cube up to plus b by a whole to the power n. Okay. Now this will be equal to a to the power n into 1 minus b by a whole to the power n plus 1 divided by 1 minus b by a. Okay. So this will be equal to a to the power n plus 1 into 1 minus b by a whole to the power n plus 1 divided by a minus b, right? Now from here we can write that a to the power n plus 1 minus b to the power n plus 1 by a minus b. So this is the convolution of two given sequences xn equal to b to the power n into un and hn equal to a to the power n into un. Let us take another example where hn is given by half to the power n into un and xn is given by 2 to the power n into un. Okay, so we have to find out the convolution of these two sequences. Okay, so convoluted sequence yn will be equal to xn convolution hn. So what is the formula? K equal to minus infinity to infinity x of k into h of n minus k, right? Now this will be equal to k equal to minus infinity to infinity x of k, here 2 to the power k into uk, and h of n minus k will be equal to half to the power n minus k into u of n minus k. Okay, now here we can see that uk is valid for uk has a value of 1 when k greater than equal to 0. So the range of the summation will starts from 0 to infinity, and u of n minus k will be equal to 1 when k less than equal to n. Okay, so the range of this summation will be equal to k equal to 0 to n here. Okay, so 0 to n 2 to the power k into half to the power n minus k. Okay, now here is also half to the power n is a constant term, and this is k equal to 0 to n. Okay, now half to the power minus k, that means k to 2 to the power k. So this will be equal to 2 to the power 2k. K plus k is 2k, right? So this will be equal to half to the power n into summation k equal to 0 to n 4 to the power k. Okay, now half to the power n into 1 plus 4 square 4 cube up to plus 4 to the power n, right? So half to the power n into this will be equal to 4 to the power n plus 1 minus 1 by 4 minus 1. This is the formula, right? So from here we can see that this will be equal to half to the power n into 4 to the power n plus 1 minus 1 divided by 3. So this is the convolution of two given sequences, hn equal to this and xn equal to this. Now interconnection of LTI system. What is LTI? Linear time invariant system. This is also called linear shift invariant system. Now there are two types of interconnection. One is parallel connection and another one is cascade connection. So first one is parallel connection. So parallel connection. Now here we assume the block diagram for parallel connection is this. Suppose this is a block of a transfer function h1n and another one is the block of transfer function h2n, right? And there is a parallel connection. So here is plus sign, right? And this is the output. Same input goes to each block. So input is xn and output is yn, say, okay? And assume here the output of this block is y1n and output of second block is y2n, okay? Now what is the relationship between output and input of the first block? Here we can see output of the first block is y1n and input is xn and the impulse response is h1n, okay? So we know output equal to input convolution impulse response. So y1n will be equal to xn convolution h1n, right? Again from here we can see that y2n is equal to convolution of xn and h2n. So y2n is equal to convolution of xn and h2n, right? Now since here is a plus sign, so yn is equal to y1n plus y2n. So final output of this block yn, that is equal to y1n plus y2n. Now y1n is this, so xn convolution h1n plus xn convolution h2n. So this will be equal to xn convolution h1n plus h2n, right? So here we can see that in case of parallel connection, the overall impulse response, if we assume this is equal to hn, then xn convolution hn, where hn equal to h1n plus h2n. So we can see that in case of parallel connection, overall impulse response is the addition of two impulse responses. Now cascade connection. This is the cascade connection where two blocks are connected in cascade, each of having impulse responses h1n and h2n, right? And the output of the first block is y1n. So we can write here y1n equal to xn convolution h1n, okay? And output yn is the output of the second block. So yn is equal to y1n convolution h2n, right? Now y1n is equal to this, so xn convolution h1n convolution h2n, okay? So xn convolution hn, this is the overall impulse response of this block, the overall impulse response of this block, right? So when overall impulse response Hn is equal to H1n convolution H2n. So in case of cascade connection, we can see that the overall impulse response is the convolution of two impulse responses. So what we learn from this video? We learn convolution, how to calculate convolution of two infinite duration sequences, and also interconnection of LTI systems. There are parallel interconnection and cascade interconnection also.